The Sublime Beauty of Salvation. Devotional Thoughts for Women by Marianne M. Grutner. God is a lover of the beautiful, and above all that is outwardly attractive, He loves beauty of character. He would have us cultivate purity and simplicity, the quiet graces of the flowers.
Good morning, dear friends. Today, February 23rd, our devotional is entitled Our Source of Help. Our scripture reading is from Psalms chapter 121 and verse 2. My help comes from the Lord who made heaven and earth. When Prophet Samuel died, the entire nation of Israel gathered to mourn him and bury him in Ramah. A prophet and judge, he had been a great man. For this reason, the people mourned his passing deeply. It was a time of deep reflection for the people as they silently observed his resting place. From an early age, Samuel had been upright in heart, faithful, and obedient to God. Therefore, although Saul had been king, it was still the prophet who had exerted the greatest influence over the people. They finally realized the fatal mistake they had made in wanting a king like the surrounding nations. They saw the spiritual decline they had experienced as a result of the actions of their leader Saul. How would they have rejected as their ruler one who had had such an intimate connection with heaven? It was Samuel who had taught them to love and obey God. Samuel had also been the founder and director of the sacred schools. The people turned to him when they were in trouble, and he had constantly interceded with God on behalf of their best interests. With his death, they felt insecure and abandoned. Just when they most needed the prophet's serenity and advice, God granted his elderly servant rest. Their king was an unbalanced man, allied with Satan, more concerned with maintaining his popularity and power. There was no justice, and chaos reigned. David could not be present at the funeral of the prophet he loved, but he shed copious and heartfelt tears, as a devoted son would for a loving father. David knew that the death of the prophet exposed him still more to Saul's wrath and desire for revenge. It made him feel that his life was now in greater danger than before. When Saul was busy with Samuel's funeral, David sought greater safety by fleeing to the wilderness of Paran. There he composed Psalms 120 and 121, some of the words of which are in today's verse. In those desolate and arid regions, in deep reflection that he had lost a great support and that the magnitude of his danger had increased, he sang, "My help comes from the Lord." Are you going through a period of anguish and loss? Like David, remember where your true help comes from. He will never fail you. My help comes from the Lord who made heaven and earth. Psalm 121 and verse 2.